Welcome to a 1v1 FA ranked. This match is currently played between Vortex and Yama Dharma, who used to be called Severdeen on the good old GPG net days. Well, if we look at the current map, it is Open Palms, which everyone knows very, very well in the first place. So this could be a very interesting match. So let's see how this game plays out. You see a very standard build by both players at the moment. So obviously we've got Yama going straight for, he's getting his engineers to build T1 mass extractors and power generators with his ACU. He's going to finish building the 3 mass extractors there, and he's also going to get engineers to build his hard rock carbon power plant. As we have a look at what Vortex is doing. He's doing the exact same. Look at that ugly Seraphim ACU. Many people say it's very, very overpowered. But if you look closely, you can see a big, ugly Vortex face in it. See? Can you see it? A big, ugly, beady eyes. Look at him. Proper ugly. Nothing inside of him. So, nothing you can do there. Right? Obviously, there we go. We've got an engineer going around the outside, creating the mass extractor, then reclaiming all these little stones. Very nice little stones indeed. Worth about 50 mass each. And he's going to get his ACU to assist with the hydrocarbon power plant. And he's going to get his ACU and his engineer to build another factory. And his 6 land factories. And we've got Yama Dharma. He's finished building his hydrocarbon power plant. He's getting a power generator up, but he's also going straight for air. So obviously Yama wants a big air superiority very fast. As we have a look, we've got 2 strike forces heading out by Vortex. Vortex. He's got a FAM and a scout behind him. They're on the lookout for mischief. As we look on the other side of the map, we've got another form and a scout looking out for mischief as well. So there's not really much going on at these early stages. Just a little bit of who's doing this, who's doing what at the moment. But Yama Vortex is currently very closing in on Yama Dharma's base. But if we look at the current early mass income, Vortex is currently beating him by 6 mass. It was a minute ago, but now it's 2 mass. And Yama Dharma's got 40 plus power. Obviously we've got an early bomber up from Vortex already. Over known as Vortex. That Vortex's bomber is looking very, very dangerous. He's going in for the kill. If we have a look at what Vortex is, he sees his ACU. He's got his ACU locked on, but he's also locked onto the engineers of Yama Dharma. If you have a look very carefully, there they are. There's 3. And all 3 and an Aurora are dead. That's an excellent kill by Vortex's bomber. It's already got vetted, but it's too late. Dharma had interceptors up, ready to counteract that. If we have a look on the right, just further in the middle of the right hand side, we've got 3 Auroras and 2 scouts. Make that 3 scouts, obviously. And we've got Vortex. Both players are currently going down the left hand side of the map. So this is going to be quite an interesting match. It's going to be a head-on collision with both ACUs. On the left-hand side of the map. As we have a look, obviously Vortex has more mass income coming in at the moment, but it's going to be quite even because Yama Dharma's moving his ACU down to the left-hand side. We've also got a nice little strike force going up on the right hand side with three scouts and 3 Auroras. Obviously Tex sees this and pulls his farms back, obviously to protect them from the Aurora kill. So not much going on. Well, Vortex's little scout force is still alive at the back of Yama Dharma's base. So this is going to be quite an interesting fight as we go. Now the attack has been improved, but Yama Dharma isn't moving his Aurora's way, but he is. But it's too late. He's losing one. He's also lost the other one. There goes the last one, and the last scout is now gone. So Vortex has lost one tank in that exchange, but he's also got a bomber right up his backside now. If we have a look at what Yama Dharma's doing, you can clearly see there's quite a bit of engineers going around. Obviously he knows that the Vortex now has a strike force at the back because he's just killed his engineer. Vortex now has superiority in the air now at the moment, so it's pretty much even Stevens. Yama Dharma's coming back up at Vortex on the mass advantage now. Yama Dharma is absolutely hammering Vortex on the mass exchange at the moment. Vortex is still slowly building his mass extractors around his base, so this is going to be obviously quite interesting. He's going to get 2 land factories up when he's done the mass extractor. Well, we've got a nice little attack force going on by the right hand side by Vortex. If you have a look at Yama Dharma, he can see them coming in. His Auroras will start shooting them. Vortex is still pushing through though. So obviously Vortex thinks he can clearly outpower the Auroras. No, not anymore. Yama Dharma pulled more forces in to stop that. And Vortex can't actually see where the Auroras are. So that was pretty bad fail on Vortex without scouting. He just pushed his units in and hoped for the best, which clearly doesn't work these days. We've got a nice little tank coming straight through there, through the middle, but he's actually killed the engineer that Yama Dharma had, but he's currently under heavy assault by his scouting and Aurora. He's obviously got Yama Dharma has Auroras in effect, but he doesn't need them. But now he's got the hydrocarbon power plant up. So Vortex has currently got most of his land factories built in his main base. He's currently got 7 up. 7 up producing enemy forces, and that's going to reach to 10 when he's finished building them with his 2 engineers. We have a look at Yama Dharma. Yama Dharma currently has a lot more, so he's got 8, and he's also got 2 building, 2 are half built, so that's 10. So obviously Yama Dharma is now splitting his forces in 2 so he can cover the opposing attack on the left hand side as well as the right, but Vortex currently has more places coming in effect. Vortex has got more reinforcements heading towards the right hand side of the map than he is the bottom, but Vortex is going to do a cheeky 7 tank assault down the left hand side of the map, which met with staying resistance of 6 Auroras currently, and he's walking into a heavy base. He's trying to go for the radar, as you can clearly see, which is protected by 2 Auroras, but he's clearly missed it. He's now continuing the assault on the Aurora face and the scout and the engineers. He's now got 3 left. Make that 2. He's not doing that well. Obviously he's left it, and he's also got killed by the 2 Auroras that are currently standing right next to the radar. So if we have a look, Yama Dharma can see everything that's happening on the right hand side, everything that's happening on the left, and everything that's happening in the middle. Obviously Yama Dharma has currently got 3 Auroras currently shooting at engineers in the middle. So that's a quite good tactic. If we have a look at Vortex has currently got no units on the left hand side, beginning a heavy assault on the right hand side. A very, very heavy assault. He's currently wiping out all Auroras that Yama Dharma have. But if we look at the overall exhaust mode, yep, there's no reinforcements coming in for Yama Dharma on the right hand side. So this is going to be quite interesting. Yama Dharma is going to be losing quite a bit of mass extractors on the assault by Vortex. But Yama Dharma has got the reinforcements that he needs. He's also got bombers in the air and interceptors to protect them bombers. But Vortex's interceptors just got the hell knocked out of him straight away. Obviously, Yama Dharma is currently going to be starting to do the offensive on the left-hand side now, as we can clearly see. We keep eyes on both of them. We can clearly see that Vortex's assault isn't quite working, but Vortex is going to get battered on the left-hand side. So this is going to be quite interesting. We've got the assault by Yama Dharma and Vortex on the left-hand side. We've got the failed assault by Vortex on the right-hand side. So what will happen? Vortex is currently massing all of his units to his ACU. Obviously, he wants to try and protect that left-hand side quite nicely. But he's also, if you can see in the background, he's also got land factories getting built. But Yama Dharma is currently going to be taking the hill on that side. So if we look at overall map control, it's pretty much 50-50. But Vortex now has the mass advantage because he's wiped out all the mass extractors that are currently on the right hand side of Yama Dharma's base. But Vortex can't seem to be massing enough units out to be able to keep pushing. He's built a radar and he's got 6 engineers over there, but Yama Dharma doesn't like his radar. Yama Dharma hates his fucking radar. If you look closely, Yama Dharma's pushing through the radar. He's already killed any units defending that radar. He's going closer at it. He's killed the radar. So Yama Dharma certainly didn't like that radar. He certainly got rid of that radar very, very fast. If you look on the left-hand side of the map, obviously there's too much actions because these two are pros. So we need to try and sort this out a bit more. Vortex is currently pushing the assault on the left-hand side of the map back. While you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, Yama Dharma is currently bombing all the units and all T1 mass extractors on the right-hand side of the map. So Vortex is also now assaulting the middle of the map. So Yama Dharma had extractors on the middle and on the right. He doesn't have anything anymore on the right and the middle. So this is quite an interesting fight. Clearly Vortex now says, oh, I don't need any reinforcements on the right hand side. Don't need any reinforcements on the left hand side. But he is now starting to push on the right hand side. But as we can clearly see, Yama Dharma has 2 land factories on both sides of the map. So obviously he's going to get the side mexes. And the side mexes are 2, which equals +6. So he's going to have a bigger advantage now. Once he's rebuilt his mass extractors on the right hand side, he's going to have a bigger advantage. But he's also got the advantage, as which we can clearly see, of reclaiming. So he's going to get a huge mass boost on that. As we have a look at what's happening on the left hand side, Vortex is slowly pushing in. Obviously he's trying to kill that T1 PD, but Yama Dharma has the reinforcements, has the mass production, has the unit production on Yama Dharma. So obviously Vortex has now started to say, right, I need to come up with some new tactics. If we have a look at his main base, he's also got a T2 HQ factory up, and as everyone's now well aware of, T2 HQ factories replace the standard land factories. But if you lose your HQ, and you lose your HQ against on FA now, you will lose all T2 production. As we can clearly see, Yama Dharma is now building tactical missile defences in his base. Obviously he's got T2 HQ. As we can clearly see here, let's have a look at what as we can clearly see, he's gone for a standard. He's got a HQ in the background on the map, but he's also got a standard T2 land factory building. So obviously he's not going to be wasting the mass advantage. As we can clearly see, the HQ has got quite a lot more mass. Over 600 mass now to build the HQ than a standard factory. So that 600 could help him improve his mass extractors. So if we look on the left hand side of the map, we've got Vortex. He's slowly pushing that land unit, that land force back. So all the map that Vortex actually did in the first place, he has now done it again on the left hand side. But wait, Yama Dharma's got an answer to this. He's pushing his units. He's going to make Vortex has got his SU in full retreat, but he's pushing his units past Vortex's assault. He's going to go around the back of Vortex. So he's going to try and trap Vortex in a nice little pincher movement. Because he has the mass, as we can clearly see. That's another standard tactic of open palms. Build factories on the side, go after the 2 mass extractors closest to the side. If he went for artillery, he could reach the other mass extractors right next to his land factory. As we can clearly see, Yama Dharma is currently assaulting Vortex's left hand side. While we see Vortex is currently assaulting Yama Dharma. So it's pretty much 50-50 and even Stevens now. So this is going to look quite badly for Vortex. If he loses this left hand side of the map, Yama Dharma is currently rebuilt. He hasn't set anyone out to rebuild his right hand side, but he is building T2 point defences to protect that from a future attack. But clearly, Yama Dharma is slowly moving his units past Vortex's left hand side base of the map. He's probably going to be sending them all the way up the top corner, so there's going to be losing another 8 mass a second when he kills them 4 mass extractors, and probably push them around the other side as well. Obviously splitting them up. As we can clearly see, Vortex currently only has now has 2 land factories. So it's pretty much even Stevens. As we can see, the tactic that I was just saying about what Yama Dharma would do, Vortex is actually doing it on the other side of the map. But what Vortex doesn't know is he's got 4 Auroras waiting for him at the bottom. So, as we can clearly see, Yama Dharma and Vortex are still having a nice little fight out both sides. But Vortex is starting to assault the bottom left hand side of the map. So this is going to be quite an interesting fail of bad fail of events by Vortex, as clearly he's trying to kill the T2 point defence, but he's not going to do that because there's too many T2 point defences and he's got Auroras assisting him. Even though he does have T2 assault bots of Seraphim, which are quite overpowered, not going to do him much. As we can see, the bombers are going after the T1 anti-air. So this is going to be quite interesting fight now. As we can see, Yama Dharma has made his way to the top of the map, so Vortex is going to be losing even more mass. But Vortex seems to not give a damn. He's still going to reclaim the mass. As we can see, his Vortex is currently getting his ACU battered by T2 point defense of the Aeon. But he does have a T2 bot currently killing Auroras. And his mass extractors down the right hand side of the map, on the left hand side of the map. So Vortex is currently being harassed badly by Blazers, Obsidians and Auroras. So if we just watch this fight here, obviously we don't need to go dual screen because this looks like this fight is now currently over. If we have a look at Vortex, we can clearly see that he doesn't really have much assistance, does he? Apart from being harassed by bombers. As we can clearly see, Yama Dharma is currently assaulting him on both sides of the map. So Yama Dharma has got radar. So he's got enough radar on the left and he's got enough radar on the top. As we can see, Vortex has seen the assault that he did earlier and he's now starting to kill the unit on the top. But what Vortex doesn't know is Yama Dharma is now pushing in on his ACU, now pushing in on his main base from both the top and bottom and the sides. So it's only a matter of time before Vortex actually fails in this indigenous band. But he does have T2 PD building, I'll give him that. But that doesn't look like it's going to be enough. He's also got, he's probably got 3 T2 land factories up now. Because one of them's at his left hand side of his map. Well, as we have a look at the mass difference, we can clearly see Yama Dharma has 70 and Vortex has 45. So obviously there's a big difference in that. As you see, Vortex is still getting heavily harassed due to the attack force that came all the way from the left, all the way to the right. So this is going to be quite an interesting end to the fight, as we can clearly see. Vortex is still trying to push his way through the middle. He's got three T2 assault bots. He's got the rest of T2, T1 and artilleries, but he's also got a big bunch of auroras. Obsidians are the worst bloody Aeon units you can get apart from auroras, because they can take a hell of a lot of, they can take a battering, because they've also got a shield on them as well. So obviously if we have a look at what Yama Dharma, as we can clearly see, he's clearly got a HQ there. Obsidians have more health on the shields than they do on the actual tank, so that's quite a big damage. So that's quite, they can take punishment and give it out at the same time. If we compare that to the T2 assault bot of Vortex, it is the same, just about. The Serra T2 bots do have a bit more health than what the Aeon do, but the Aeon, due to that shield, makes it very, very hard to kill him. Obviously Vortex is now going for the gun upgrade, and I won't be surprised if he goes for the arm as well at the same time. Vortex has diverted a big chunk of his land to the top of the map to see if there's any more outstanding units of Yama Dharmas. So basically at the moment in time, Yama Dharma does have the edge. Map control is pretty much the same, but Yama Dharma has the sides, he has the mass advantage, he has the power advantage now as well. He also has shields over his power, as you can clearly see in the bottom. He's also upgrading his ACU. He's also upgrading 2 more land factories to T2. And he's also got 1 T2 land factory heavily assisted as well. So obviously, here we go, VOR Vortex is currently now really pushing Yama Dharma back, as we can clearly see. One key thing to say about the Seraphim, if you upgrade their ACU very, very well, they are the biggest pain in the ass to stop. And when they are the biggest pain in the ass to stop, it's going to be quite interesting. As we have a look, Yama Dharma does have Raz on his ACU as well, due to the big, massive power increase. That's where he's got his that's where the mass advantage is. Mass and power advantage is because he's actually upgraded to Raz. And there goes Vortex after running into Aeon PD. So he has 4 Aeon PD shooting at him, so that's a good game when Yama Dharma wins. So see you again later for another cast on FAF.